beautiful people. My name is Danielle Louise, and you're watching Latte Say. So, if you're new to my channel, I talk about personal development, self love, law of attraction, and just really getting to know yourself. So, today I actually wanted to talk about my weight loss journey and how it is that I lost over 25 pounds, what I have done to get it off, and what I'm doing to keep it off. So, if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and like below. And let's go ahead and get into today's topic. So, let's see. It's almost been a year, actually, that I decided to make the leap to actually fully commit myself to something and make the changes that I wanted to see happen. Um, like I said, I'm very much on the whole self-love and just really listening to yourself and to your body and giving it what it needs. And there for so long, I felt like I was stuck, and I felt like I couldn't do what I wanted to do in regards to losing the weight, because there was always something, it's always something that's always going to take precedence over you. And so it's like I've got two kids, and I've got jobs, and I've got all this other stuff to maintain. And so I decided to actually get a trainer and follow his methods. And there for a long time, I was very hesitant to do so. And I'll tell you why. I was following him on Instagram, and what he was talking about was just so different than what you see that's out there and what's put out there, that I just was like, there's just no way that this is going to work, or it's going to be effective. Um, and so uh, I decided, okay, you know what, after probably a good month of following him, that I was like, yeah, I'm going to just go ahead and look into this and see if it's something that I felt will work for me. And so I was like, okay, let's give it a try. And so when I met with him, he explained it all to me. And of course, he's very smart and has all the lingo, and would lose me quite often doing it. And even still, so I have to have him send me information so I can actually explain it in a way that I don't lose people as well. But the basic of it was, he does HIIT training, so HIT, it's high intensity training, and not the kind that I was used to seeing. When I was, when you do the high intensity training, I think of like Jillian Michaels and how you have to do it almost every single day, but it's still like only 20 minutes a day kind of thing. He wasn't like that. His was one day a week for less than 15 minutes a day. And I was like, there's just no way. Like, there's no way that this is going to be an effective form of working out and losing weight. And of course, I already actually knew a lot of information in regards to weight loss and what you needed to do. People often forget that when it comes to losing weight, 80% of it is actually what you eat. 20% of it is working out. And so I, of course, knew that in order to lose weight, I needed to have healthy eating habits. So we got into that, and he brought up keto. And a friend of mine was doing keto before and saw great results with it. But to me, I didn't quite understand it, because again, it's information that's out there that tells you that eating fat is actually bad. But no, here, we're finding research saying that actually these healthy fats are actually really good for you. And it puts you into a state of ketosis that actually is such a, effective form of losing weight and health benefits that are out there. And so anyway, so I decided to adopt the keto lifestyle way of eating. And so I saw great results with that. And along the way, I also decided to do the intermittent fasting. And I do a 16-8. So I fast for 16 hours and I eat for 8 of those hours. And I'm a very simple person. I don't like to have to meal prep or plan things out or have to take snacks with me. So I never did any of that. I would usually eat my calories within 1 or 2 meals a day. And so I did that. And so along with, so all three of those all together is what allowed me to lose the weight and get to the point of where I'm at now. And I actually hit probably one of my goal weights early on, like in February. And I actually have a picture that I'm going to show that is from recent to February, and that goal weight that I hit, the 140, I was actually at 142, and now I'm actually sitting at 145. But you can tell in the pictures how different it is. Like I've lost even more fat, and of course I've gained muscle on the other picture, but you can see how much more lean I am and tone and defined I'm getting. So I've still got to me a lot of work to do, but it's a good feeling to see this and to um, know that I'm actually making progress and I'm doing something for me. So um, you'll see those pictures. And anyway, so then after probably around that time, February, I decided to do carnivore. And this is something that was my trainer was actually testing himself because he had like rheumatoid arthritis, and he wanted to see if it was going to be effective in actually reducing the inflammation in his hands and whether or not he'd be able to grip again. And just again, there's just so many health benefits to having gone carnivore. So along the way, I picked that up, and I don't do it completely. So I'm in between. I do half carnivore, half keto, and then I still, of course, do my intermittent fasting. And some days I will do 24 to 48 hours of fasting actually, um, especially actually the day that I'm going into training for my body. So uh, this is probably all very foreign to a lot of people just because it's a way that has not been taught to us. It's also information that's out there that tells you different. But there's this documentary that I watched, I think called The Magic Pill, on Netflix. And that is, a science-based documentary that talks about the keto lifestyle and ketosis and the benefits of it, and what it does for our body and how effective it is. So if you haven't and you want to learn more about it, check that out. Of course, do your research. I'm not a medical professional. I'm just telling you what's personally worked for me. And of course, you can see the results. They're there. And see, and really just kind of play around with it. The fasting, it doesn't have to be a 16/8. You can do other ways there. There's other ways to fast as far as hours go in between. I think there's like a 14/10 if people just don't feel like they can go for that extended amount of time. But you start to see too that once you're not focusing on food, that it does get a lot easier. And for me, I like easy, I like efficient, I like effective, and all of these have actually been exactly that. So I'll have actually the information down below for the trainer that I've been using if you want to find out more from him, um, as well as what it is that I've been doing, and just, of course, do your own research. But this is what's allowed me to lose 25 pounds. And I'm only going to just keep getting hopefully more defined as time goes, and losing more weight. So again, it just comes down to preference of what it is that you want and what it is that you're looking for. But there's truly amazing health benefits to the fasting, to the keto lifestyle, and of course to even the training that I'm doing, because it's a low impact on the joints. So that alone too is a huge reason why I do it. So anyway, if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and like below. Let me know what you think, and leave comments, you know, below, as well as what what works for you. And if you do give it a try, I also want to hear about it. So anyway, I'll talk to you later. Thanks.